Hi, this is Daniel from the Ultimate Guitar Academy, and today I'm going to talk to you about picking, which is one of the 5 fundamental techniques used in the Ultimate Guitar method. Now, most people think that picking is simply using a guitar pick to play one of the strings on the guitar. This is correct, but there's so much more to it than just that. In the Ultimate Guitar method, the topic of picking looks at our technique used to play one string on the guitar. So this could be simple down picking, or up picking, or something we call alternate picking, which is when you change between down and up. The Ultimate Guitar method uses a range of exercises to help us learn these different skills. Here's an example of one. Of course, we can't play open strings for our entire life. We have to learn our left hand, and that's also part of the topic of picking. Learning how to use all 4 fingers is something that's crucial to any guitarist in any genre. That's a typical exercise that you see many guitar teachers teaching. However, the Ultimate Guitar method goes much further than just using 4 fingers. We learn how to stretch these on the guitar. We learn how to incorporate open strings as well. Even the junior edition of the Ultimate Guitar method, which is steps A, B, C, and D, starts off with very basic exercises just using 2 fingers. That's the first step to learning how to use all 4. The topic of picking goes much further than just using a flat pick to play the strings on the guitar. We learned about techniques used in picking, such as the hammer on, the pull off. We learn how to use these properly, with all 4 fingers, and across all 6 strings. We learn how to play scales, such as the C major scale. Now, of course, you'll learn a lot more than just the major scale. You'll also learn the minor scale as well as modes, such as Lydian, Mixolydian, and Phrygian. You'll soon move on to harmonic and melodic minor modes, as well as learning some diminished scales. Of course, the 5 pentatonic shapes as well as the blues notes are all included in the Ultimate Guitar method. What's probably a little more important is that you'll learn how to use these shapes as well as how to move them across the guitar neck. This means you'll know how to apply them in different keys for different songs. After all, the whole purpose of everything we're learning here is how to make music. Other techniques such as sweeping and tapping would fall under the category of picking. Here's an example of some sweeping that incorporates a tap as well, along with some legato, which means hammer-ons and pull-offs. Let's try that with some distortion. Another technique you'll learn under picking in the Ultimate Guitar method is how to actually bend properly. Here's an example. There are also tons of other techniques that fall under the category of picking, such as harmonics, pinch harmonics, harp harmonics, sliding, raking, and even palm muting. If you don't understand what these techniques are, don't stress, it's all explained quite clearly in the Ultimate Guitar method. The fundamental technique of picking also uses finger picking. This is where we don't use a pick and we simply use our own fingers to play the strings on the guitar. We often start off with basic exercises to help you learn the skills here. One of my favorites would be this open string exercise, which is actually the start of Metallica's Nothing Else Matters. Of course, we very quickly move on from exercises and soon learn songs by artists such as John Mayer, Ed Sheeran, Tommy Emmanuel, Eddie McKee, and there's also the option to learn some traditional flamenco music as well as some classical pieces. For those hard rock and metal fans out there, you can learn a range of riffs and guitar solos under the category of picking. Well, that just about sums up the fundamental technique of picking in the Ultimate Guitar method. Make sure you learn about the other 4 fundamental techniques, which are chords, reading, oral, and songs. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep shredding.